like this. Today, at our coaching table, we have a Diamond 1 hard stuck Jett main that is playing Jett on Ascent. Let me just find the Diamond 1. Up there, there is Diamond 1. So, he purchased a tier 3 Discord sub on our Discord server, and beside the VOD review, he also gets all of the benefits of the Discord subs, which unlocks all of these rooms, secret coaching rooms for you guys, number 1. And number 2, he also got the coaching videos about the Ascent, so he already knows how he can play Ascent a bit better. Hello Papito, I'm Hardstack Diamond 1 right now and do every time some stupid shito to lose the round or lose the fight. I hope that after your analysis, I will finally use my brain, because in real life, I have achieved everything through my brain, and here I'm playing like a monkey. Okay, good. He is using G Pro X Superlight Logitech G Pro keyboard. To be honest, I don't like Logitech G Pro keyboard. I feel that Logitech keyboards have one of the worst ever, like, how do you call that? Like, the worst tactile feeling. You know, I don't know, if you're having a blue switches, they feel like shit, to be honest. 240 Hz monitor, sensitivity 0.3 on 800 dpi. Pretty regular stuff. Pretty regulare stuff. Regulare stuff. Okay, he's currently Diamond 1. He played 169 games in around 20 days. How many matches do you play daily? Oh, my dude is a gorilla, brother. My dude is a gorilla, brothers. Whole 16, 11, 16, 12. Bro, you need to reduce your time, you know, playing ranked. Like, first tip that I'm gonna give you here, like, instantly. This is too much, man. This is too much. This is too much what you're doing here. Can I get the notepad, please? Thank you. So, first things first. Focus on quality of your matches instead of the quantity. Basically, in Valorant, playing so many games on one account is really stupid. If you already want to play, like, if you're playing more than 9 games daily, it's better to spread them out across multiple accounts. Like, essentially, focus my rules of the smart grind. Basically, like, you know, if you already want to play 16 matches of Valorant, it is better to make, like, 2 accounts on which you're playing those matches. Like, basically, you have a main account, you have an alternative account. And essentially, it is better, like, to spread these matches across multiple accounts so that you're, you know, like, so that you're avoiding the loser skew, the bad mentality, etc. Like, if you play 16 matches in a row and you lose, like, 5 matches in a row on one account and you see the red carpet, your mentality is already, wee ba 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 ba. You know, you're already, like, you know, Mickey Mouse, like, player in ranked. So I highly recommend you, like, guys, if you're playing enormous amount of matches during the day, try to play on multiple accounts and follow the rules of the smart grind. What are the rules of the smart grind? Basically, Charlatan is always grinding on at least 2 or 3 accounts simultaneously whenever he wants to break his peak rank and reach Radiant, because that is the best way to disconnect yourself from your rank, to have mental resets, and to essentially have freedom in your gameplay without the fear of losing, while focusing on quality of your matches and overall improvement as a player. So, literally, you know, like, 60 matches in a day on one account, you're gonna, you know, it's a Sudoku for your account, Sudoku for your mental health as well. And if you already are playing enormous amount of matches, spread your matches across multiple gaming sessions. So one of the rules that I'm also following during my grind, whenever I'm doing any series or when I'm trying to reach Radiant, never play more than 5 games in a row. Basically, after 5 games in a row in Valorant ranked solo queue, there is absolutely no way that you're going to have a willpower focus to actually try hard after the 5th match. Especially if these 5 matches go terribly wrong, the 6th match is an easy lose. Like, you're not performing anymore. Like, in a single gaming session, I would never play more than 5 games in a row. After 5 matches in a row, take a small break, drink something, eat something, fuck something, I don't know, do anything except playing Valorant. Go do deathmatch, aim train, do the VOD review, anything. And also, another rule that I'm following in my grind, if you lose 2 games in a row, take a small break. Because Valorant is a heavily mentally demanding game. Like in Valorant, you lose 2 matches, like, you know, it's hell of a time. Like, this game mentally is like, mentality and psychology in this game is 20% of your improvement and 20% of your success to rank up. Like, after 2 lost games, take a break, take a shower, I don't know, like, eat something, do something, go to the gym, like, and then come back, to be honest. Like, 2 matches is already GG, rested. Maybe 3 games, actually. 3 games. That is the rule that I follow. Now, let's see, like, do you ever have a... So let's see, you see here, he plays 5 matches, 4 lost in a row. Do you know when I would have stopped here? I would have stopped right there. Fuck it. I'm not playing this Valorant anymore there. Then, see here, he played 8 matches. Do you know when I would stop here? At this match here. You get 4 wins in a row. You're 4-2 in a day. You are great. Stop while you're winning. Don't stop when you fucking start losing, because you never go to sleep on a loss. That's a gaming rule. You never go to sleep on a loss. You need to win. So, if you already lose 2 matches and win 4 matches, stop, reset yourself, play maybe in 2 hours from then, or play maybe the next game. Like, I firmly believe if players in solo queue focus on try-harding their asses for 3 matches in a row, for 1 whole act, they will reach 7 ranks higher than previous act. Like, imagine 20 rank rating per day. Just 20 rank rating per day. Like, that is how much rank rating in 2 months? That is 1,200 rank rating. You're already 12 ranks above. Like, focus on, you know, when God already gives you a good lobbies, you know, either stop on a loss or stop when you're winning hard. Now, here, 7 matches, 3-4. Is there anywhere, like, you play 9 games here? Holy shit, man, 10 matches. Look at this. Like, look at this. Every single day, when he is playing a lot of the games, he's never positive. Never positive. But imagine, look at this. Just look at this, guys. So, look at this day. He won 2, lost 3, won 2. Fuck it. After, you know, like, if I already play a Haven game with 995 score, and God gives me a free win, reset yourself a bit. And then come back. I don't know, like here. Look at this. Too many games. Bro! You win 5 matches in a row in a day, you're out, brother. You are out. You don't need to play the game anymore. Like, basically, you know, you need to look. Bro, look at this. 16 matches. 16 matches in a day, just to end up 7-9. I don't know, guys, you really need to learn when to stop playing Valorant. Like you need to develop that feeling where enough is enough. Like, or to play on multiple accounts. Like, when you're playing on multiple accounts, it is so much easier to get better lobbies, to reset the queues, to reset yourself, and you're never getting the same people in your lobbies. Like, it is so much better to grind Valorant on 2 or 3 accounts, all the way up to Immortal 1, than grinding Valorant on only 1 account. Like, what the fuck is this, bro? Too many games, man. Focus on quality of the matches a bit more. Valorant is more of a psychological game than just, you know, grinding 24/7. His KD is terrible. I'm not gonna lie, like KD below 1 is always terrible. It doesn't matter if you're playing Omen, Sage, like if you're having a KD below 1, that means that you don't know how to position yourself, your positioning is bad, the gunfights that you're taking is bad, and you can definitely do something better. With Jett, having 0.91 KD, you need to be a magician. Like, you literally need to be a magician. Like I don't know, like wizard, you know. With Omen, he has a really high win rate, to be honest. I mean, if you're already performing better with Omen, then with the Jett, fuck the Jett. I mean, with Omen, you're 53% win rate. You have better KD with Omen. You know, fuck Jett. Maybe Jett is not made for you. I mean, Jett and Omen is the same shit. But the problem is that Omen gives you a bit more adaptiveness, overall adaptability. You can always big brain the enemies, outmaneuver them, etc, etc. ADR 131. It can be a bit better. Not that bad. You know, it's okay, whatever. His worst map is Lotus. Holy shit, man. 720 on Lotus. That's really fucked up, man. Bro, dodge the Lotus, man. Dodge the Lotus. What? Why are you playing Killjoy on Lotus? Huh? Why are you like playing Killjoy? I mean, if you're already maining Jett and Omen, I mean, Omen is great on Lotus. Omen is much better than Killjoy in solo queue, especially in Diamond and Ascendant lobbies. Like, tomorrow I'm starting the Omen to Immortal series, and I'm building the playbooks for the Omen, and you'll be able to see, like, all of my plays that I do with Omen and, you know, how I outmaneuver the enemies. Like, on Lotus with Omen, we're gonna have, like, at least 60% win rate. With Jett, it is really hard, man. Like, your Jett... You're so useless with Jett on Lotus, man. And I would never play Killjoy in those lobbies. Like, in 5 seconds, anyways, I had to pick... Aha, okay. On Pearl, Viper, Sage, and Jett. I don't know, man. Like, with Jett, if I was you... You know what I would do? I would make one account on which I'm playing only Omen, and one account on which I'm only playing Jett. Just so that you have an alternative account where you can practice Jett a bit more. Your Jett gameplay and generally win rate is slacking a lot compared to your Omen win rate. So on this main account, prioritize playing controllers, and on your alternative account, practice the Jett and just install the Jett on every map. Because Jett is, for some reason, you suck with Jett. And we're gonna see today why you suck with the Jett, to be honest. On Ascent is your highest win rate map. And you set and you want me to review Ascent? Okay, I respect it. We're gonna see on his best winning map how he's playing the map. To be honest, on Ascent, you know, both Jett and Omen are fine. Good. Fracture, Breach, Jett, Omen, fine. Haven, Jett, and Omen. Bind. To be honest, I really feel that in solo queue, Bind, like, Raze became a bit useless. Like, because the Boombot is not useful that useful anymore. And I really feel that on Bind, in solo queue, it's completely fine to play... I'm sorry, I apologize. It's completely fine to play Jett instead of Raze. I mean, it seriously doesn't matter at this moment of time. It's same crap. On Split, you're playing Sage, Cypher, and Omen. So on Split, like, I don't know, Omen is a Giga Chat agent, but if you don't have Sage, it can be really hard playing Split without Sage, so it's okay that you're feeling the Sage. And Pearl, Viper, I mean, on Pearl, we cannot play Omen. On Pearl, Omen is shit, to be honest. Omen is okay up to Immortal 1, and you can make him work, but, you know, it's good that he's playing Viper. Let's see the weapons. Holy fucking cows, man. You're not even able, you're not even able to refrag yourself in eco and semi rounds. That is a really bad, man, thing. Like, as a Jett and Omen main, you cannot at least refrag yourself for 1 kill in semi and ecos. That is really crap. we need to change something there. But you know what is the problem here, guys? The problem is this. The problem is exactly this. This, and this. If he was playing and trying to learn how to play more shotguns instead of this fucking stupid weapon, he would have found much more success. Like, it is impossible that you have like a below 1 KD in semi rounds and eco rounds and pistol rounds with a Jett and Omen. It is so easy to trade yourself for at least 1 kill with a shorty, with a judge, with a stinger. More shorty, more judge gameplay, more stinger gameplay, and less sheriff gameplay. And when it comes to your Vandal and Phantom, you're really hurting yourself quite a lot. First of all, you're much better with a Phantom than you're with a Vandal. If I was you, I would just be using the Phantom over the Vandal. I mean, you have 140 ADR with a Phantom and 0.9 kills per round with a Phantom. Don't switch your weapons based on which agents you're playing and based on the map. It is better to have a consistency here and consistently use like only one weapon so that you're never changing your playstyle and your shooting mechanics. Solo queue bind raises hell. Team never smoke in time so you die when entering. True, man. Like I really feel that for solo queue, Jett is now better than Race. Hi, Charlatan. Do you play any fighting games? And do you think you'll play the upcoming League of Legends fighting game? I will play the League of Legends fighting game, and I play the Mortal Kombat 9 and X. MK is my favorite, like, fighting game. Okay. Shabby. Other? Okay, let's see what he's doing in the match. Let's see what he's doing on Ascent, maybe. Ascent. That I'm flashbang coming in 3, 2, 1, get ready, guys. Let's see. So we're starting on the
Hello team.
center side.
Yo.
Guys, I will.
Okay. Microphone. Okay. Rip microphone. Sorry, boys. Sorry. I don't know what's happening there. Is this better? Are we good now? Hello. Habla español. Your mic is broke.
Already.
How is my mic broke, bro? Let me check it. Odyssey Penrose. SM7B. Hello. Yo, very good. Okay, good. I don't know, man. I need to change the cable of the microphone. Like, the cable got fucked up, man. My cable is fucked up, bro. Okay. Listen. So, defender side, first round with Jett. On the Ascent. On Ascent, our quote-unquote default bomb site is the A site. Meaning that A site is harder for the retake and easier for the post plant. A site is easier for the push and harder for defense. So, essentially, in the first round, no matter if I'm playing Jesus Christ on this map, I'm gonna be playing the A site and some kind of a strategy there. Your general focus on this map and something that you want to focus heavily and try to basically like always have the control of is you want to control the short area of the map and you want to control the market area of the map. Like you consistently want to have the information whether or not enemies are here, And if the enemies are splitting the A site and enemies are going like this, babalabui, shabalabuba. Babalabui, shabalabuba. I will always prioritize myself defending the short, closing the doors, and making sure that the garden area of the map is defended. Same goes for the B side. If the enemies are going shabalabuba, and Shabalatsuba, I will always prioritize defending the market and leaving the B site open. On this map, playing the retake on both A site and B site is not that much problematic as it is a problem on bind, for an example. You know, retaking the B site of bind is hell of a time. So essentially, you can leave the bomb sites open for the enemies and play the retake as long as you're playing the team play and the refray game with your teammates and you're not selling the numbers to the enemies. So essentially, what you should avoid doing on Ascent is passively playing B site and A site. You want to be a bit more proactive. You want to do semi-aggression in B main, mid, and A main area of the map. Every single round, you should be intaking the information for your teammates, whether or not enemies are B main, A main, or mid. Randomly picking the enemies and trying to get the picks together or alone, together with your teammates or alone. And then you're slowly digressing yourself into the bomb sites and defending the bomb sites. But when you're defending on Ascent, you always want to make sure that you have the control of the market, have the control of the garden and short area of the map, if the enemies are splitting the bomb sites. And then we are playing the retake of A site and B site together with our teammates. So, in the first round with Jett, following all of these rules right here, what should you do? Previously, like, you have like multiple different strategies for solo queue. Like, you have multiple different ways how you can play the first round of Ascent with Jett on a defender side. But recently, what I started doing, I started implementing a new strategy. So, I will buy a shorty, light shield, classic, and one smoke. I'm dropping the shorty right there, and at the start of the round, I'm getting this information for my team. My focus is not fighting the enemies there, but baiting the enemies to come into the A site and potentially get a kill. You know, I can try to do something like this, get away, go on to the short. So make sure that you pull yourself away from the wall, jiggle peek the enemies there, try to get one kill, get out. But make sure that you're not wasting your dash ability during this gunfight. Then I'm coming into the short, picking up the shorty, waiting for the enemies to smoke me out here, and then at the moment of time when the enemies are coming out, I'm activating the dash and I'm going for an easy kill here. Basically, with the Jett dash and with the shorty, the easiest kill that you can get is on the guy that is going for the switch. You just peek out of the smoke with the dash, that guy is dead, pick up the classic pistol, and you can continue the gunfight with your teammates or wait for your teammates to rotate for the retake of the A side. Now, if the enemies are going B, I would just stay with the classic pistol and I would just rotate as fast as possible through the CT, and I would just try to play with my teammates and play the retake. I have a smoke, I have a dash, and I can just, you know, like, retake the B site quite easily with the Jett. So that is what you should do in the first round of Ascent with the Jett.
I'm not my best right now.
Good evening, Elsa in Equilibrium.
Yeah, I also believe, but I have 2 bad games today.
Just keep going. Don't take mentality from last game to next game.
Okay, that's a really good... KG Meadow, that's a really good advice. Love it. Love it. Hard grind, brother. Peter, it was only 6 points to reach Ascendant 1. Now I'm Diamond 2, 65 points. What should I do? You should unalive yourself in-game. Bro, listen. Listen. Like, you will come back. You will come back even stronger. Like, in life, you always need to take 1 step backwards to go 2 steps forward. Get outside of your comfort zone. Experiment with your playstyle. Develop some cool strategies and tactics. Think. Use your brain. Train harder than last time. 1 step backwards, no problem. Going from Diamond 3 to Diamond 2, no problem. Thank you, God. Thank you for teaching me a fucking lesson. For developing my mentality to be higher and better. And then, in 2 weeks from now, you're gonna reach Ascendant 1. You're gonna dominate those lobbies with your mentality, with your psychology, with your brain, big brain power, like with your fucking big fat cock. And then you're gonna get Immortal 1 this act, and you're gonna be like, ha 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 ha, that pathetic idiot was crying for getting from Diamond 3 to Diamond 2. Okay, good, let's go.
It was just people who were so toxic.
Yo, Eddie boy, welcome to you, man.
Okay, in front of me a lot.
Listen, when you're playing classic pistol shorty strategy here with a Jett, one thing that I heavily advise you is that you have someone that can bait for you. Like if you want to successfully pull off this strategy, you need to have one teammate that baits for you. Like you need to have a teammate that is on the site and doing some shit like this, or some shit like this. And if you don't have a teammate that is baiting for you, you need to peek at the start of the round to bait the enemies to come to push you faster. So enemies are not taking this control on the contact. Like, the number one mistake of players on Ascent is what? The number one mistake is any players on defender side are selling this, 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 and this to the enemies. And then 5 enemies will come very close to your anal cavity on the bomb site, and you will get 5 cocks in your ass, and your teammates won't even be able to support you in any possible way. So, always try to gather some information at the start of the rounds. Do the arrow, do the knife, jump spot the enemies, jiggle peek the enemies here. You cannot fight on Ascent on a defender side without any early semi-aggression and without any knowledge how many enemies and where enemies actually are. So, if I'm playing classic pistol shorty here, so classic pistol shorty, smoke, that's it. At the start of the round, if I'm playing alone on A side, I need to do this, baba booey baba ba, baba booey baba ba, baba ba, and down. Now I'm picking the shorty. Enemies are pushing fast. I'm using a smoke, baba, taking a kill, getting out. For an example. Okay. We got a classic in our hands. Ooh, mini Peppa awareness 0, bro. Where are you looking at, man? Ah, this is a huge problem. This is a huge problem. Like, listen, guys. I mean, if you know, like, if you're rotating, or if you're basically like, so you're rotating, you're not fighting the enemies. Your teammates are fighting the enemies, and something is happening on the map. You need to pay attention on the minimap. Like, during this rotation, your eyes need to go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. All the way to the moment where you're entering the smoke. I mean, you needed to realize from the minimap that Omen is really close to you, and Omen is literally in this corner right here. Remember also, guys, that in Valorant, you can practice anything. Like, map awareness can be practiced. Game sense can be practiced. Communication can be practiced. Mentality can be practiced. Like, everything is fixable. And there is always a solution for everything and a training for everything. Now, you know, I cannot really share on streams like, you know, trainings for everything, because I still need to keep something for the my private coaching sessions. Otherwise, there will be no point in buying the coaching from me.
78 on QJ and 52 on Reyna.
Spike planted.
One more mistake happened in this round. I mean, as long as you have one teammate that is alone on the B site and that is fighting the enemies from the B site, I heavily recommend you guys to cross into the site and try to play with that teammate. So here, in this example, if I saw on the minimap that Omen is there, I'm activating the dash, killing that Omen, using a smoke, and entering the site to support my teammate. If the enemies are there, and I fight the enemies, I'm gonna try to dash here, and I'm gonna try to fight together with my Sage. Like, that is one very simple rule that I follow on the B set of Ascent. As long as I have one teammate on B, on the actual site, I want to fight with that teammate and I want to use the life of that ally.
78 on 2 Jett and 52 on Reyna.
Spike planted.
Okay, okay, not that bad, not that bad.
Last player standing.
Okay. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. I mean, there's absolutely nothing like, nothing better that he could have done in this round. I mean, from the moment where he didn't realize that, you know, Omen is actually on the left side.
Last player.
It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Your Charlatan, is it worth to play utility in ranked or just Jett? I feel like you have more impact on utility now. I mean, Jett and Omen are just the characters that are the easiest to control the outcome of your rounds and outcome of your matches. I even feel that Omen is a bit better for solo queue. Instead of Jett, up to Immortal 1. Because with Omen, like, you always have the potential to support your teammates, to navigate your teammates, to, you know, no matter if you're playing 10 light years away from your allies, you can still, like, you know, focus on, you know, you can still, like, you know, help your teammates out and make them live another day. Poor crosshair placement need to fix. I actually agree. Like, in some of these examples, his crosshair placement is a bit lower than it should actually be. Like, for example, in this fight here, you know, like, you know, not really the best and not really the most optimal crosshair placement.
Enemy B.
This was fine. I mean, like this crosshair placement was normal because, you know, I would also expect the enemies to come out from this smoke, and it was fine. It was actually good.
Player standing.
Okay. But the general mistake of this round is not supporting his teammate into the site when his teammate was left alone. And the second mistake was not observing the minimap enough. Like, if he knew that the Omen is close, he could have deleted that Omen with a triple click and just delete the Omen from the map. And he could have supported her Sage into the bomb site much better. Okay, this is actually really good. Good activation of the dash. Ooh, inside of this smoke, you never want to play. Like, this is a mistake 101 of every single player. If you're playing inside of this type of a smoke, and it is so easy for the enemies to penetrate you, and so easy for the enemies to actually, like, you know, kill you. Like, I would always play. Video quality is terrible. What do you mean, man? Like, your internet is terrible, bro. Like, my stream is good. So essentially, inside of that type of a smoke, you never want to play literally inside of the smoke. You want to find some other position around that smoke. So look at here for an example. Like, your Omen actually did a smoke like this. So this is how your Omen smoke looks like. Right now, I will not be playing in the choke point. I will be playing here in this area of the map where I can dodge the enemy's random penetration and where I can actually survive the enemy's utility and random spam of the enemies through this smoke right here. Never play, you know, if the smoke is in the choke point, it is really, really bad, like, to play inside of the smoke like this. Unless you want to surprise the enemies and peek the enemies with a fast peek with a dash ability and get a kill. What are your opinions on Fade? I'm Silver 2 Euro and thinking of switching to Fade. For Silver 2, anything can work, to be honest. I mean, like, I think for a Silver player, like, Euro is too much, man, like, you know, to think about. Fade is fine, like, I don't know. In Silver, I would recommend you to play someone that is very simple. You know, like playing Jett, playing like Phoenix, Reyna. Like, you don't complicate things too much in Silver. Silver is more about the solo plays, individual plays, and how you know, like, abuse your stupid teammates and the enemies. So, you know, fuck Yoru and fuck the Fate in Silver. This was a huge danger. Like if this was any higher elo lobby, I would have sprayed you through this smoke and I would have killed you before, you know, like I pushed into this smoke. This is another, you know, mistake. Actually, it's okay. Like, I mean, this was just a shorty moment, to be honest. Like, his crosshair placement was fine, and the way that he shot that Omen, it was fine. You know, that was good. You just got Valoranted a bit there, to be honest.
Spike down A.
Still top left, one, still top left.
Blocking sight.
Okay, no need to push now. We are 4 versus 3.
Reloading.
May I ask, why are we pushing the enemies when we got one gun from them and we are 4 versus 3? Survive. We got the numbers advantage. Enemies push got stopped. We know that 2 enemies are aiming. 1 enemy is in the mid because our teammate died on mid. So, basically, enemies are gonna go on B, plant the spike on B, and we are playing a 4 versus 3 retake with 2 guns from the enemies. Easily. On the numbers advantage. Why did you go greedy here? You know, play on the numbers when you already have the numbers. Like, especially in those eco rounds and halberd rounds. I don't know, but both you and your teammates, like, kinda went poo-poo caca mode there. Like, it didn't make any sense to be that aggressive for the stupid guns. Pick up the guns later, like, you know, if the enemies rotate or... And if the enemies are coming through the choke point, I mean, wait for them with a shorty, kill them again, and that's it. Now, let's put some attention onto the enemies. So, what enemies did in the first round? Enemies in the first round pushed the B site. In the second round, enemies pushed the A site. And because of the most basic rule in Valorant, and the most basic pattern that players follow in solo queue, A-B pattern, we can pre-assume that in the next round, enemies will either pressure us here or onto the B site. So in the next round, where are you playing, my friend? You're playing semi-aggressively in the B main area of the map, peeking the enemies and trying to get killed there, and trying to make the pressure onto the enemies. So in this next round, I would just buy a Vandal, Shorty, and Utility, do this, or hold the narrow angle like this, delete that enemy, and I'm slowly coming back to the site. But where are you playing? You're autopiloting, number 1. Number 2, you're not taking the control of your rounds at all, and you're gambling that the enemies will push the A site. Which is a huge gamble. Now, by the way, guys, I'm not a wizard. I don't know where the enemies are gonna go. I don't watch these VODs in advance. I don't give a fuck, to be honest. I never watch these VODs at all, like, before I do the VOD reviews. So maybe you can put a penis in the VOD and then, like, get me banned on Twitch, to be honest. Like, I don't know where the enemies are gonna go. But we need to play Valorant based on some kind of, previous match experience, previous rounds experience, experience in that specific elo. Like, everything makes sense in Valorant as long as you want it to make sense, essentially. Like, everything is readable. You can adapt to everything, like, and you can control the outcome of your rounds. This is such a stupid play. This is I'm gonna instantly write this down. So, number 2 tip for this guy. Never push enemies, do aggression if enemies are playing bonus or eco round. Never. Avoid 50-50 gunfights on both attack and defense. Focus on team play and abusing economy advantage. Simple as that. So this push and this lurk, this flank, like whatever he's doing right now, is terrible for this round. And I would definitely, in this round, I would definitely not risk, like, going for that orb. You never know, like, you know, when that killjoy is gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna lurk this round and play away from my teammates. I'm a imbecile. I'm gonna take a... You know. Don't go, like, take the orbs only if you're 100% certain that they are free, number 1. And number 2, take the orbs, like, if you're playing some eco round, halberd round, whatever. Like, now, like, watch every single VOD review, free VOD review that we did on my second YouTube channel and stream. Like, 80% of rounds, I can predict where the enemies will go next, and where I should play, and what I should do. Number 1, why do I think... Like, why am I doing that during the VOD reviews? So that you guys can see that I'm not just hint-citing things. You know, that is something that I really hate when coaches do. Like, they're like, oh, you could have done this better here. You could have, in this round, played A side. No. Before the round happens, I already tell you what the fuck is gonna happen. Like that is called the previous match and previous rounds experience. And that is what you're trying to, you know, gain here. You need to predict the enemies a bit better. Like, try to position yourself to control the outcome of the rounds in your matches. Like, if you're already playing Jett, you're not bound to playing any bomb site. Just counter the enemies. Punish the enemies with the dash ability. Take a kill. Shit on them. Get out. Etc. etc. It's so easy. Okay, let's see what my KG Meadow guy is gonna do. Ooh, that is something that you need to be aware of. Like, this is more of a timing problem than anything else. You know, like, this is just... But once again, this is just map awareness and timings problem that he has in his gameplay. Listen, KG Meadow, because you got a tier 3 sub on my Discord server, I am going to share one training example and one free training routine for you. How to improve your reaction time, your overall mechanical skill, map awareness, and overall game awareness. You're gonna like it a lot. This is something that you just need to be aware of 24/7. Like, you know, if my Omen was not playing short, and I have no information whether or not enemies can be here, I cannot just run here mindlessly with a knife out and pretend that enemies are not there. Like, in Valorant, basically, you know, what should be your mindset in Valorant? So, your main mindset in Valorant is that enemies can be everywhere and anywhere. Expect enemies on every single angle and position that you're approaching, and clear every single possible angle where enemies can be, even if your teammates are going in front of you. Simple like that. Simple like that, brother. That is a rule number 0. Rule numero 0. Make sure to save the notepad, doc. Yikes.
Cover going out.
I'm so...
Let them try. Let's take at least here.
Hold main. I go 3.
Okay. Wanna do another deduction? You know, let's do another philosophy class. So, enemies in the first round went B. Enemies in the second round went A. In a third round, they went B, their push got stopped, and they rotated to A. What do you think enemies are gonna do in this round? 60% of chances are enemies will try to push the A site and A short area of the map. And there is 40% of chances that enemies will abuse this portion of the map right here. So, where our student is positioning right now, but he can maybe repeat, you know, the classic pistol shorty strategy right here. Like, it is so easy to get a kill like that. Like, try it, guys. You know, like basically, just buy a classic, get a shorty here, do this. Like, you will delete this enemy, basically. Like, I don't know, it's so fun to, like, okay, let's talk about this. So, what is your primary mindset? Your primary mindset in eco rounds. Your primary mindset is trading yourself for 2+ kills and damaging enemies' economy. So, my goal in those rounds where I'm not affording anything, where I'm just playing a shorty with a light shield or my ultimate with a heavy shield, my goal is not to win the round. My goal is to take as many kills as I can before I die, and I just want to damage enemies' economy and preserve my own economy. And also, another mindset that I have in those eco and halberd rounds, I want to be a bit more aggressive, act as a kamikaze, and try to surprise enemies with some kind of play that they might not expect. Avoid usual playstyle. Avoid usual boring playstyle. Yo, Charlatan, is it worth to play utility in ranked or just Jett? I feel like you have more impact on utility now. I explained you that already. I just feel like lurk role is more valuable than taking entry all rounds and getting 1 or 2 and trusting teammates to close out. But bro, like you will see. It's impossible to play Valorant like that. I mean, from Immortal 1, you can play whatever the fuck you want. Essentially, like from Immortal 1, it doesn't matter what you're playing, you will need to fill in a bit more. And for Immortal 1, I do advise you to like fill in a bit more. Like for Immortal 1, you should just be filling in the roles that you're missing and the agents that you're missing on the map. You will need to fill a lot, like in Immortal, if you don't want your teammates to rage and if you want to have a proper team composition to win. Like, you need to have, I don't know, on Sage, on Split, you need to have Sage. On Lotus, you need to have Raze to some degree. Like on Bind, you need to have the Sage, for an example. Like, you should have the main agents that you are playing and using, and maybe, you know, going from Immortal 1 to Radiant is easier, is a bit easier with a lurking type of agents and sentinels. I don't know. I've never, you know, the last time I did Iron to Radiant with sentinels was like 1.5 years ago, so I cannot tell what is happening right now in those lobbies. But you know, up for Immortal 1, like the whole point is to have the proper utility usage, proper understanding how you want to play with your teammates and what type of mindset you should have, understanding the maps to absolute fucking, like, master the maps. Like, you need to have a playbook for every single map, every single round, what you want to do in the first round, second round, eco round, halberd round, force buy. Every fucking round you need to have a plan. Every round. Now, communication, extremely important. Mindset, really important. Mentality, really important. Focusing on quality over the quantity. And your adaptiveness needs to be extremely good. Meaning that your map awareness, game sense, and game awareness needs to be really, really high. So, you know, going from Immortal 1 and to like Radiant, it's not about agents. It's about you as a player. And that is why maybe the most valuable time to get coaching in Valorant is when you reach Immortal or Ascendant, and when you're very low at a ladder. Like if you're Iron, Silver, Bronze, Gold, Platinum. I don't know, like basically, okay, like basically when you Platinum and Diamond, like I don't know, you can get hard stuck there for a longer period of time, but I really feel that majority of problems in Valorant are in the lower elo lobbies and in Ascendant and Immortal. Like Ascendant and Immortal is hell, and you need to learn how to adapt to these players and how to actually utilize them in your solo queue games. During the Jett series, did you learn anything new? Yeah, I actually learned quite a lot, to be honest. Like, I learned new positions that I can abuse with the Jett, and new ways how I can play her. I also improved my mechanical skill quite a lot with the Jett. And also what happened for me is I learned that quality of solo queue games went to shit. Like, Ascendant and Immortal players are fucking trash cans, man. Like Immortal 1 and Ascendant 3, Ascendant 2 it's I need to coach the players in a bit different way now. Like I need to coach the players in a bit different way, and I figure out a new mindset. How we can escape these yellows a bit faster and better. Just a new playstyle. So do you say playing utility is favorable in Immortal 1 plus to play utility? Yeah, like after Immortal 1, like, I mean, after Immortal 1, you should have a really high game knowledge on almost every single agent. So that you understand how to fuck up the enemies and how you can play around your team. But still, you know, up to Immortal 1 and in Immortal 1, you should have 2 or 3 agents that you have mastered completely. Like 2 or 3 agents that you understand to the core. You see, this is the difference between me and this KJ, my boy KJ Magdo, I don't know. Charlatan, in this round, would play a classic pistol shorty strategy at the doors, get away with 1 kill and potentially a weapon in my pocket with a light shield, and he is going for an aggressive peek in the short with a sheriff, completely relying on his mechanical skill to take this kill. And, you know, this gunfight is completely going to be decided on his raw mechanics and how good or bad the enemies are on the opposite part of the map.
Hitting on over.
And also, this can happen as well.
Run.
Can you smoke out?
The hunt begins.
Do you think I can climb with only playing KO? I would not play KO until like Immortal 1. From Immortal 1 I would play KO. Up to Immortal 1 I would avoid KO. He is way too static, like he is bad for lower elo lobbies. So, KG Meadow, I really hope now you see the difference between my playstyle and your playstyle and what you're doing. Like right now, wouldn't it be easier for you to just chill in the Omen smoke there on short and kill this Reyna? Or that you have played there, Reyna is speaking you, and you just kill the Reyna there.
Here.
Instead of trying to go for the one-taps with the sheriff.
Rain is dead. Take care, maybe Omen 2.
Bro, the Chamber is using a Bucky on them. Chamber, Bucky God!
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
Okay, good closure of the round. Okay, guys, can we use our brains again? Okay, let's dial in 200 IQ brain. 200 IQ brain power. So, first round B, second round A. Third round B, fourth round A. Fifth round, I think enemies are gonna go B. Like, when you notice that the enemies are abusing some kind of a pattern of pushing, some kind of a pattern of positioning, any type of a pattern, adapt to that specific pattern. Like, every single group of the enemies that you're playing against has a certain pattern of how they love to push, how they love to play, and how to basically love to execute the bomb sites. The sooner you notice these patterns, and the sooner you adapt, the faster you will have higher chances of winning that specific match and that specific round. Like here, it is absolutely stupid for a Jett player to be this static, to play the same area of the map and the same bomb set 24/7, when you already have a really good information where the enemies can go and what you think enemies will do. I mean, I don't know if the enemies will end up on B site. I'm not 100% certain, but I am 80% certain that they will push the B site in this round. Or do some kind of a split on B, you know, through the mid. Like, the only thing that I would not have done in this round is holding the A main area of the map and playing passively A side. That would have been so stupid. Holy, I didn't see this Sage wall on mid for quite some time. I don't know, that Sage wall is kinda... It's okay. You know, what his Sage did right now, he did a wall here. I mean... Okay, but I really feel that the most useful Sage walls on Ascent are the wall for B main, like this, where you block the B main plus the speedway, and the Sage wall on short like this. I mean, every other wall is like, okay, you know, like, not bad, but depends. Ooh, here it is very dangerous where you're playing right now. Like whenever you position yourself on a defender side, you need to pay a close attention and pay a lot of focus on what type of utility enemies have and which agents enemies have. Like they have a Fade with the dog, Sky with a flash, Sky with a dog, and we can get demolished in this corner. Like, this is a position, even with this bait with Omen, this is very dangerous to be played. Very dangerous spot. I have absolutely no idea about it. Hellboy really, you know, like Hellboy really like trolled this round. I have no idea what that train I was doing, man.
Ready.
Also, guys, one more time, whatever is happening on the map, whatever you're doing in Valorant, you need to keep more focus on the minimap and on the overall timings. Like right now, you know, this Omen left the A site quite a while ago. You know, we left the A site like, I don't know, 20 seconds ago. We need to pay some attention and some focus on that A main area of the map right now, because enemies can very easily be behind us, lurking through the A main. Always pay attention on timers, on where your teammates are playing, when your teammates are leaving the positions, so that you're not getting backstabbed and fucked in the ass by the enemies. Very good, very good, very good. This is very good that he's holding the A main right now. Now we're pushing with the teammates. Let's go.
To go spike.
Yeah. Good. Good, good, good. Very good, very good. Yeah.
Spike planted.
We need to be aware that one guy is probably CT pushing aggressively. Very good peek, very good scope.
One enemy remaining.
Good. Nothing to shit about. This round. Muy bien. Bene. Bene round. Bene round. Molto bene. Molto bene. Let's go.
I can just
Hey Charlatan, I think mindset on bronze, not the same mindset to using gold. Yes, sir. That's why, like, you know, basically, when I'm coaching players in Valorant, like, I'm changing my coaching style based in which elo you are at that moment of time. Like, every single player in Valorant, I am coaching as if I want you to be Radiant one day. Like, I'm only focusing on developing a good habits for you, focusing on a long run progress and long-term progress. But, you know, the tips, tricks, rules, solutions that I share, like, you know, in bronze are definitely not the same as like in Immortal, for an example. This peak is fine that he's trying to do right now. I just feel that, you know, in the last round we demolished the enemies on the mid and enemies try to do the split on B, so I feel that in this round enemies will probably try to push the A side maybe. So in this round A peak would make a bit more sense. But maybe he's gonna take a kill here, I don't know. And it generally speaking, whenever you're peeking in the mid with a Jett, with the operator, so well, you don't want to hold this angle and activate and waste your dash ability. Like, that was really bad game decision. Because right now, he wasted a dash for nothing. When the round starts, you always want to come here, like this, and from this angle to pick the enemies. And then from this position, try to take a kill, and reposition with the smokes. Like, try not to waste your dash ability while you're taking the pick onto the enemies here. Especially if the enemies are not there. It's just a wasted dash, you know. Like, barrier is here. I'm going for this. Taking a kill. I see more enemies are there. I'm using the dash. Taking another kill. Dashing away. Using smokes. Repositioning. Like, always first, try to peek the angles a bit safer without activating your dash ability, and then go for some kind of an aggro peek with a dash to take a second kill or the second peek.
One suppressed.
NT. Okay, in this round, enemies are actually playing default. Makes sense, makes sense. Okay. No problemo.
Oh, okay, everybody.
I generally don't like this angle that much. But since he has a cover on the left side, you know, from the KO, it's fine. It's okay. Cool setup. Papito italiano, italiano, bene, ciao bella. Io sono Charlatan. Questa, number one coach, Streameroni.
Reloading. There.
One enemy remaining. Spike down B.
One suppressed.
Okay, one huge tip. Like, if you already know that the round is over, like it is 5 versus 1, always value your life and your economy over anything else. If you already have the operator in your hands, try not to die no matter what. Don't be over-aggressive and don't lose your gun for nothing. This is stupid peak. Like, this is just overheating for no reason, complicating stuff. Like, you don't need to go for this kill. Like, I would first wait for my KO to peak, and then I would peek after the KO. Your teammates in Diamond and Ascent, they're always hungry for the kills. They want to take the kills. They're like, wow, I need to be MVP, match MVP. Sure, man. Here, you can be match MVP, but can we please win the match and win the round? You know, like, I would like first to do that, and to save my economy for the next 2 or 3 rounds. You know, can we not die for one stupid sky? And then let's, you know, you can be match MVP as much as you want. So, you know, here, if I'm playing Jett, I'm fuck this skill. You know, like, I want to save the op, save the heavy shield, save the money, and that's it. I mean, he's not gonna lose the op. His teammates are gonna pick up the op. But his teammate we'll lose 2,900 credits. Like, we lost 3,900 credits this round for just one kill. I mean, in this specific round, you know, like, they can afford this because their economy is okay. You know, like, he has like 5,000 credits coming into the next round. But generally speaking, try to be a bit more disciplined. Like, when you're playing Valorant, it's like you're playing chess. You always need to look into the future, like 1, 2, 3 rounds in the future, like how you want to play, what you want to buy, what you want to do, what your teammates are going to do, etc, etc.
I'm not tired. Here.
Okay, I mean, enemies have the Sky ultimate, Fade ultimate, and the Killjoy ultimate. 95% of chances that enemies will push the B set right now. 95%. In this round, I maybe would have even stacked the B side. I would have maybe told my Sage to play B as well with a wall or anyone. Because there is, like, I don't know. Like, with these type of ultimates, not pushing B side, it's impossible. Listen, when you're holding these narrow angles, so how you want to hold this angle? Let's discuss 2 things here. First thing is, so you want to hold this angle with this type of a crosshair placement. Like, why would you hold this angle then this wide? Like, if the enemies are running here, you're definitely not gonna flick to that enemy on the right side and try to kill that enemy. So if you already want to hold this angle like this, so with this type of a crosshair placement, so you're doing this, it is then better to hold this angle like this, to completely narrow it down and try to catch the enemies on the furthest right position where he can be, and this allowing the enemies to have more time to actually kill you. So if you're already holding this angle with this type of a crosshair placement, narrow it down, you know, keep the crosshair where it is, just narrow down the angle a bit more and hold the furthest right position there, so the enemies have less time to actually kill you when you miss the shot or when you hit the shot, to reposition yourself and then hold it like this. I mean, personally, I can hold this angle like this and still take a kill. And this is how I would hold this angle. All the way there, wait for the first enemy color to appear on my screen. Like, when you're holding these narrow angles in Valorant, you're only focused on the colors. The first yellow color appears, I don't even think, I don't care. Bam, out. And I would never in my life waste a dash ability when I'm holding these narrow angles. Like here, there's no reason to use a dash. Like, that is why I'm holding the angle so narrow. Like, what I want to do here, what I want to achieve on the B set right now, I want to kill one enemy like this, and then activate the dash ability, re-pick the enemies, and take another kill. Like, I have 2 gunfights instead of 1. Yo, Yamis, hello, welcome, man.
I've got your trail.
It's really sad that in this round we didn't waste the Killjoy's utility for this B push. Like, KG Meadow, like my man, you have a lot of, you know, you have to learn a lot, like when it comes to how to hold some angles in Valorant with Operator and what is the best thing to do. Like, essentially, you know, if you're playing Jett and you're holding this type of an angle, just hold it a bit more narrow, place your crosshair all the way to the right, the furthest position where the enemies can swing you, and that's it. You want to catch the enemies on your crosshair and kill the enemies when they appear on your crosshair. You don't want to kill the enemies by doing some kind of a flick. And for these type of angles, you should never waste the dash ability. That KO, I must say, demolished you. Like, I mean, his KO flash came, bro.
Wait, if I can get to CT, I can revive you. Okay?
Spike
His teammates are not giving him the break, man. 2 times he got flushed by the teammates.
planted.
Your duty is not over. Face your fear!
I mean, in this retake, I would use the ultimate, to be honest. You know, if you're retaking the bomb site, and you have the ultimate and operator, and you're like 5 versus 4, 5 versus 5, use the ultimate. You know, so secure the round, win the round.
Reset.
Okay, I have a really good idea which training routine I'm gonna give you. Like, your reaction time and your ability to visualize the enemies and kill them is really, really bad. Like, we need to improve your reaction time.
Requesting audio reset.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Okay, okay. Okay.
Wait, guys.
One enemy.
Did anyone? Definitely.
As I said, like, I would never... I mean, you can do this type of a peek, but it is just a bit better and safer to peek the top mid from the right side. First of all, you're a bit more unpredictable. Second of all, if you miss your shot, you can instantly hide and reposition. Or maybe fake that you're repositioning and then peek enemies again. When you're peeking the enemies from here, I mean, if the enemies are wide swinging you there, when you miss the shot, it's a bit harder to reposition, number one. And number two, you always need to go back. Like, there's no other way to surprise the enemies to maybe potentially get a kill. Like, nothing. Well, that is a weird... What is that in the chat?
Okay, Daniel. It's a... They go B, they go B.
Okay.
Nice. Nice.
Spike down.
It's a... They go B, they go B.
I mean, in this specific example, and in this specific round, like, you know, if the enemy Omen didn't teleport on A, and he didn't teleport CT and Garden, we needed to predict, and we needed to, like, pre-assume that Omen teleported at the back of the B site. So essentially, like, you know, this is something that you just need to be aware of, like, if your teammates don't give you a call out that enemy canceled the ultimate, I need to pre-assume that he can be anywhere, and that, you know, that Omen can be literally there.
Nice. Nice.
Spike down. Attacker spawn.
Here.
This is really good, this is really good.
Cover going out.
I love that he's starting to use his brain right now, and that he's always positioning himself to counter the enemies. In the first 3 to 4 rounds, he really played on the autopilot mode, and he really didn't even try to, you know, like, counter the enemies and basically be accountable for winning or losing the rounds and matches. Like, but now, it's very good. Like, we punish the enemies on B, let's go A. Enemies fail to go mid, let's go B main. Like, not bad. Very good positioning thus far.
Wall raised.
Watch out 3, watch out 3.
For you.
Oh, they go back, they go back.
Go back, Sage, go back.
Blocking sight.
Go back, go back, go back. Come back. Stay here, stay here.
Here.
Let's cross.
Here.
Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. Sorry guys, like literally nothing is happening in this round. Like I mean this round, you know. Okay. How he repositioned, how he played, like I don't like shitting about the things that are good. Like this is good so far. Not bad. Like this was fine. Here like El Clasico, like nobody destroying the orb and you need to destroy it yourself. The only thing that I would have done a bit differently here is when the Omen was actually spamming the smoke and when the Omen got the first kill on the Reyna, I would have peeked to see if, you know, like, if enemies are actually, you know, coming out here. And that's it.
Watch out, three.
Then this repositioning on short is fine. We can leave the Omen alone. And we can play with the Sage. Very good that he is following the Sage. Like in this scenario, you always want to focus on following your teammate that has the most chances of dying and playing on the numbers of 2 and refrag potential. Updraft was a bit risky here because you don't know where the enemies are, and if you updraft on this position, you cannot really play a refrag game with your Sage. So in this scenario, it would have been a bit better like to just, you know, play from the lower ground and pick the regular gunfights with your Sage. Just to be able to, you know, to be refragged a bit easier, to fight together with your teammate a bit in a bit easier way.
Spike down mid.
Okay. That round was really good. Really good round. Now, this is justified. You know, activating the dash ability when you're going for an off angle inside of the choke point, you know, inside of the B main. But activating the dash ability when you're holding a narrow angle, why? I mean, you can easily escape the enemies with the knife out. The only problem is, like, enemies have a really heavy, you know, team composition when it comes to the flashes and the dogs and recon abilities. Like, against these type of enemies, we need to utilize some kind of a double bait setups, or we need to just hold the narrow angles and try to kill the enemies. Like, if I'm playing against the enemies that have a Fade, Sky, and Omen in the same team, like, I primarily want to utilize these type of angles to kill the enemies and go out, or I need to tell one of my teammates to bait for me in this position. You know, like I play here, and my teammate plays here. If I want to actually kill the enemies in the B main or A main. Like right now, you know, this is once again gonna be a wasted dash, basically. Like,
Blocking sight. Night.
oh, in this round we did the same mistake as before, right? Yeah, like, listen, guys. If the enemy... Actually, okay, enemy's economy is fine. But generally speaking, you know, like, when the enemies have a shit economy, and you have much better economy than enemies have, like, don't be aggressive. Like, just hold some tight angles, narrow angles, get the information where the enemies are, and that's it. Don't force yourself in some stupid 50-50 gunfights that you might lose, and then losing the numbers for your teammates, losing the gun, your enemies getting a gun from you, and then having higher chances of killing you and winning that specific round.
Crush it. Thanks. Blocking sight. Night.
Night.
Play the lane,
Charlatan, I remember watching you since close beta gameplay. Bro, my man is here. Like, my man is suffering in the solo queue jungle from close beta, man. Welcome, man. Welcome back, bro.
Enemy remaining. Flawless.
Wow, so embarrassing.
Bro, the name of the KO is Hello, I'm Stoned. What the fuck?
Racing to the spike side.
Okay. Okay. I don't know, man. Like this VOD, you know, this VOD like went from very interesting to very boring, like quite fast. Okay, guys, whenever you're holding this, like the only thing that I would try to improve in your gameplay with Jett is I want you to hold angles a bit more narrow. Like, basically, you know, I feel that you can develop a reaction time based on your current mechanical skill to hold the angles even like this. On this positioning short, if you learn and develop your mechanical skill to hold this type of an angle, this is always a free kill for you, and you can just quickly escape the gunfight, and that's it. Gary, nah. Faith's name is Gary the Snail. You can hold this angle a bit more narrow, man. And definitely, like, as one guy said in the chat, like, your crosshair placement can be a bit better. Like, there are 20 or 30% moments of times where your crosshair placement is a bit lower. But I will share one free training routine with you to fix all of your current mechanical problems, to develop your reaction time, and to develop your map awareness and game awareness. You got a tier 3 sub, you deserve it, man. How can I practice holding narrow angles like this? Aim labs, Kovacs, deathmatch, improving reaction time and visual intake of information, and just holding them in the game as much as you can. Like, practice in the game. Practice through repetition, baby. Even if you don't take a kill for the first, like, I don't know, 20 times, fuck it. You know, you'll get a kill 21st time.
Are you ready?
Here, you know, you waited a bit more than you should have been. And I don't know. Like, playing this smoke from the beginning was a bit more, you know, a bit risky.
Are you ready?
Like, here, I don't know, like, if you already wanted to go for a peek and to surprise the enemies, I would have went for the peek before the enemies went out of this choke point and risk it a bit more. Because right now, when we are going for this retake, it would be a bit better if you played with a Sage instead of playing in this short area of the map. Because in this short area of the map, you're, you know, like, you're split apart into 1 versus 1 gunfights. Look, this is absolutely the worst scenario in which you can be when you're playing a retake. Like, look at this. So, your Sage's tower. Your Sage's tower. You're short. KO is here. And now, all 3 of you guys are playing 1 versus X gunfights. Like, no one is able to refrag each other's out, and no one is able to support each other. Like, right now, it would be really good if you have time to actually connect with the Sage and play with the Sage and play on the refrag potential, while KO is fighting for more space control and map control.
30 seconds left.
But she is very impatient, so she's probably gonna get in a fight right now.
Spike planted.
120 almost.
Where is Omen?
One is very close to you. And under.
Blocking sight.
What? Why would you do a smoke there? What? I mean, enemy is not there. That smoke could have been useful for this retake. Like, I don't know. I would have saved this smoke to actually push the enemies, aggress them, or to smoke. I don't know. I don't know why would you
Under.
smoke there?
Nice.
Shot KO.
Okay. Okay. Did that KO just do the ultimate?
Wait, can one of you save the Vandal Heaven? I love the Vandal.
Where is the operator?
That Vandal you have. I love that Pokemon.
My
Misclick, brother, huh?
ult's ready.
Okay. Okay, this scenario in this round is the same round like that we explained 6 rounds ago. So enemies have a Sky ultimate, Omen ultimate, and the Killjoy ultimate. Which bomb site makes more sense for the enemies to push? Especially because in the previous round, enemies completely failed to push the A site. So right now, we need to expect that enemies are gonna push the B site. And we need to position ourselves with some kind of a strategy and setup on the B site. But right now, buy the operator, kill the enemies in B main. Buy the Odin, spam the enemies. You know, like, even if you're playing Jett, buy the fucking Odin, you know, like, you know, what you can do. Buy the op, buy the Odin here, and put the Vandal here. Like this. And what you can do is the following. We're playing the op, going for insta-kill here, bam. Repositioning, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-booey, ba-ba-ba-ba-booey. Taking the Odin, enemies are planting the Killjoy ultimate, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Enemies are doing the Killjoy ultimate and we need to escape, no problem. We're doing this, bam, bam, bam. You know, why would I buy all of these weapons? Because this guy literally has 9,000 credits right now. So he can play 3 different weapons in the same round, and all 3 of these weapons would have been useful to potentially get 1 kill or 2 kills. I don't know if I really don't. I don't know. Maybe enemies are gonna go A. I'm just speaking from the previous round's experience and my overall experience. You know, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is.
Oh, he's back.
As you know, this is something that I've explained a few rounds ago. Like you consider, like whenever Omen teleports, and your teammates don't tell you that enemy Omen cancelled, always instantly go to clear every single position where that Omen could have teleported and play every single angle and every single position as if that Omen can already be there. Play with a pre-assumption that enemies are there and not with a pre-assumption that enemies are not there. But every time I hold the angles for a long time, my ADHD kicks in, I want to move, I get distracted, and my reaction time gets shit, although it is good normally. Chew some bubblegum. I don't know, like do something with your brain. There is multiple different ways how you can fix that problem. Like maybe food will help you out to be more focused. Like I don't know. That's the problem of your focus, not the problem of your reaction time.
Oh, he's back.
But do you think we should position ourselves where we think the enemy is gonna push, even if 3 of our teammates are already in that site? If your teammates are shit, yes, number 1. If enemies have some utility that can completely shit on your teammates, yes. And that's it. If your teammates are good and you can trust your teammates, well, you know, you can let them play the bomb site themselves, to be honest. It's fine.
Back in our spawn.
Your duty is not over. Cool.
BTV side.
One enemy remaining.
Nice. On site.
To be honest, like, I mean, this guy can also be stairs, no? Okay. Okay, guys. One huge tip. When there's only one enemy left alive, first of all, you should never fight for the map control. And second of all, don't rush things out. It is better to play slow, to methodically win this round, and to play on the reframe potential than anything else. So in this situation, I would just connect with my Omen, or with my KO, and just play on the reframe potential. Like, there is no reason, like, this is something that you need to prevent in your solo queue games. When there's one enemy left alive, don't allow your Omen to go for a solo fight. Your KO to go for a solo fight. Connect with them as fast as possible.
Just spike.
Knife deployed.
Okay. 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 Even though I would not have done this, I would have just played with a KO and with my Omen and secured this round in the most painless and the most easy way possible. 9-3 defenders half. Even though we were 9-3, we discussed this defender half for 1 hour and 30 minutes. Like, you cannot imagine how in-depth I actually cover my sessions. Like, the last 7 days, I spent like, I think I spent 63 hours coaching players. In 7 days, I spent 63 hours doing private coaching sessions. Like, that is more than working a regular fucking job in real life. Just a second, I need to come back on Ascent. I'm Platinum 3 and I get silvers and gold in my team and they don't know how to play Papito. I was Ascendant last episode, now I'm stuck here again because of team. I don't know how to help you if I don't see your gameplay, man. I have no... You know, you need to adapt to them. You need to have a certain mindset in solo queue. Like... You know, join my Discord server. You have a Twitch sub right now. And show me some examples of your gameplay. Like, how are you getting fucked? You know, what's happening for you? On my Discord server, if you are a sub, you have this, you know, like, you have this, like, room where you can show me your examples of what you're doing and I can help you out. Where can I find your coaching rates? On my Discord server. On Discord, like, everything is written there.
Not sure if I could catch you in time if you fell off. I mean, I tried.
Okay, attacker side of Ascent. Let's cover that, baby.
My ult's ready.
Attacker side of Ascent. Okay, so on attack of Ascent, we have a few rules to follow in the first round. If enemies have only one sentinel, so enemies have only Cypher, Sage, or Killjoy, or enemies have 0 sentinels available in their team on a defender side, always tell your teammates to do a 5-man push onto the A site. A site is easier for the push, better for the push, and better for the post plant. Why would I avoid in the first round pushing the B site? Because if your push gets stopped at a choke point right here, enemies can easily penetrate you through the wall with the sheriffs. Enemies can easily nade you through the window right here. Enemies can easily, you know, kill you in this area of the map without even seeing you. And also, if you're pulling your rotation in the first round from here to here, enemies can already have a vision onto you from the short and from the mid, and your teammates might not expect that. Like, I apologize. It is much easier to do a rotation on the attacker side from A main to B than doing a rotation from B main to mid and towards the A site. Now, in this specific match, like, you know, enemies do have only one sentinel. So in this round, in this match, I would just tell my teammates, hey guys, let's push 5-man, A main, and let's push A set fast. When you're pushing onto the A set fast with the Jett, you always want to buy a Frenzy with smoke and updraft, or a Classic with light shield and 2 smokes or smoke and updraft, depending how you want to execute the A site. Like, in the first round, you either want to go here, like this, or you want to go all the way up there, like this. Let's see what he does. How much does coaching cost? On my Discord server, everything is explained. All of the coaching programs, all of the coaching prices. Like, I cannot tell you how much does it cost because I have 6 different coaching programs, and you know, you need to find what suits you the best.
Jumping first.
What?
Close.
Our Omen missed the smoke, bro.
Blocking sight.
Okay. This was not bad, actually. Like, what he did in this round was not bad. The only thing, like, when your teammates are going through the choke point, and like your teammates want to go through the one-way smoke. Like, just do the smoke here.
Blocking sight.
That's how you counter the one-way smokes with the Jett. Like, if you're pushing the site and enemies have a one-way smoke, just smoke the choke point. And you completely counter the enemy's one-way smoke. Like, you didn't need to waste, you know, do a smoke there and do this. Like, you could have just done this and then ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba and use the dash ability to actually escape a gunfight. Can you improve fast in Valorant? I firmly believe that, number one, anyone can improve in Valorant and anyone can be immortal or radiant in this game. Like, I've coached some players that were mentally ill, to be honest. Some guys that I've coached, like, you know, I've never in my life I would have said, like, you know, that they can reach like immortal or radiant. And I firmly believe now, after 3 years of experience, you know, coaching the players and improving the players in Valorant, I firmly believe that anyone can be immortal, anyone can be radiant, and anyone can improve, like, in this game. Now, can you improve fast by just playing the game? No. Like, playing enormous amount of matches in Valorant will not be beneficial. You need to get the experience by playing with other better players, asking the help from a friend, maybe buying a coaching from someone, doing a lot of proper aim training. VOD reviews are very beneficial. Observing your gameplay from the third-person perspective, learning the proper pathing and utility usage in a custom server. Like, just playing the game won't do. Yeah, I mean, you will reach Radiant one day, but your progress and improvement won't be as fast as possible.
Nice.
Throwing charge.
Healing you.
Target sighted. Flash.
Okay.
Flashbang.
Okay. Two mistakes in this first round. So, first mistake is I would have actually, you know, like, saved, like, always try with Jett to save your dash ability when you're actually ready to push through the choke points. So here, if you want to push the enemies in the aim in, and you want to counter this one-way smoke, just do a smoke yourself and push with your teammates. There was no reason to activate the dash right here. Second mistake is the pathing into the bomb site. Like, it doesn't matter if you're playing Jesus Christ on Ascent. Like, this pathing is always better than this pathing right here. Because you have much more room to outmaneuver the enemies, much more cover for yourself, and it is easier to isolate the enemies into 1v1 gunfights. If you prioritize the route B, and you don't have a dash ability, you don't have a smokes to cover yourself up, you can find yourself in a lot of shit. In a lot of shit. In a absolutely lot of shit. Like, but when you're prioritizing the route A, like, even if you don't have any, you know, like, smokes, dash ability, still, you know, you can always find some kind of a cover for yourself. Some position where you can hide and isolate the enemies.
I don't have you.
Haven't.
Barrier created.
I have spent around 200 hours in custom training, more than competitive. That is actually really good. It's like you can build muscle with low protein diet, but it will be the slower progression path. True. Do you think I can improve as beginner with 75 Hz monitor? Do I need 144 Hz monitor to actually improve? I think that it is not necessary, but your skill ceiling as a player will be limited by your equipment. I think you can get to Radiant even with 75 Hz. I mean, right now I'm coaching some players that are playing on 60 Hz monitors, and they chose to buy my coaching over the equipment. And also in the past I was doing that as well. I approach this type of players. Generally, you know, I want players to buy better equipment in a longer run, but I really feel that even with 60 hertz, you can reach at least Immortal 3. At least Immortal 3. Pentux, thank you a lot for the 10 party rate. Pentkun. Okay, let's go to the next one.
Your fault.
One enemy remaining.
Let's go.
Barrier creation.
This postman position on the A side is completely fine. I have nothing against this, to be honest. Like, completely solid postman in my opinion. Even though the position that I personally prioritize is like playing right here. If I want to fight the enemies that are going from the rafters, I will always prioritize fighting those enemies from this position. I don't know, I feel that this gunfight really works in the favor of the enemy that is playing open here, and it's so easy to, I don't know, one-tap the enemies. It's like you're playing a headshot task in AimLab. I don't know, it's just, for me it works very well. Maybe it's not gonna work for you. Generally speaking, when you're playing a postman on A site, you always wanna move around the generator, you wanna position on top of the generator, and, you know, you want to surprise the enemies from below and try to pick them apart there, etc, etc. If your teammates are already playing on the site.
Your fault.
One enemy remaining.
Let's go.
I mean, here, if you already saw that that Fade has a shorty, and you have a dash ability activated, I mean, get the fuck away. To be honest, like, you know, let's not get cooked by the Fade.
Chamber force.
Oh, this is such a stupid idea, man. Like, I don't know why people are doing this in solo queue. Like this is such a stupid mindset. If something works for you, if you already demolished the enemies on some bomb site, repeat it again. That is more unpredictable than pushing at something different in the next round. Like right now, it would be much more unpredictable for the enemies for you to push A site again than pushing the B site. And also, when you're playing anti-eco rounds, and rounds where the enemies are eco on a defender's side, it is better to push A site. Like on B site, enemies can cuck you quite good on B side. Like enemies can play, you know, so many different close range angles on B side and demolish you on site. On A side, like, you know, they can play close here, there, and at the back of the site. But we can clear all of this with, you know, just two or three abilities. Like literally, you know, if you win the first round on A, second round you always want to go A side with better guns, and that's it. It's easier, better.
To win this round.
Blocking sight.
Okay, guys, listen. If enemies already give you the smoke for the choke point, and you're playing Jett, you don't need to waste 2 of your smokes to do this. I mean, right now, you have a judge, and you're pushing the B side. This is what I would have done in this round. Guys, can we push A side? Guys, we want an easy round on A. Can we push A again? Aha, we cannot push A again. We need to push B. Okay, we'll push B side. No problem. I'll buy a Spectre, or maybe Judge, I don't know, like, whatever you feel, you know, buying. And jump spotting the enemies there, coming up here, activating the dash ability, doing this, killing that guy, this guy, and taking the front side control. And then I'm gonna fight the enemies on the site. If enemies smoke me here, I'm just gonna go from the enemy smoke, do this, do that smoke to cover up myself, and that's it. Whenever you're doing this type of a play, you need to do some kind of a smoke to make a cover for yourself. Like basically, you either wanna do a smoke there, or there, so you can peek from the smoke when your gun comes out into your hands. And there is absolutely no way that I would have done the execute that you did. Like, this was really stupid, you know. Dashing with a judge in the speedway. Was this a misclick? This looks like a misclick. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I'm just tripping. Was this a misclick? Hey mate, one quick question. Is Chamber still good for solo queue? In his current state, watch your videos about finding solo queue main agent. He is B tier. Nah. I would not play Chamber over the Phoenix, Raze, Jett, Omen, like, not that good. Depends on the map, to be honest, at the end of the day. I don't know, like if this was not a misclick, and you wanted to dash in the speedway, bad execute for this round. But anyways, why the fuck are we pushing B side, you know, against enemies that are equal hull by? Trust me, guys, like, you would be like 10 times more unpredictable if you're abusing the same bomb site for a longer period of time than changing the bomb sites every single round and every single round, essentially. Like, you would be literally 10 times more unpredictable if you do that. Instead of pushing A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Bro, you're not in a fucking kindergarten. You're not in an elementary school. Like, if something works for you, keep abusing it. Fuck it.
Weapon here.
You're German, Sage?
Hmm?
You're German?
Yeah, I'm Danish.
Shadows traveling.
I mean, this is unlucky, man. This is unlucky. How you died here. It was okay to buy a sheriff there. That was a solid game decision, and you know, on Ascent, what I love to do in the rounds when I'm playing full eco, you know, when I'm only affording 800 or 1000 credits, if we are pushing fast into the bomb site, I'm gonna buy a shorty light shield with utility, and I'm just gonna try to, you know, dash into the site and trade myself onto the bomb site. But if my teammates are just, you know, fighting on mid, and we wanna fight mid, I'm just gonna buy a Marshall and, you know, try to pick the enemies apart from this location, try to do that, try to do this, and that's it. It was a game. I seriously don't know, like, in the first round, we demolished the, like, first of all, on Ascent, start every single match with a mindset, I want to pressure the enemies on the A side, and I want to finish as many rounds as possible on A. Either by splitting the A, through A main and A short, or just pushing A side fast. A side is easier for the push, harder for defense, easier for the post plant, harder for retake. B side is something that I'm gonna touch in a sexual way only if A side is not working and if I cannot find any picks on mid. Like, B side is a bit harder for the push, like, it's very easy to get penetrated, very easy to be, for your push to be delayed and stopped, even when you push the site. Like, there's so many different off angles and positions which enemies can play. I mean, already in the first round, that A side push worked really good. I don't know why are we prioritizing B so much.
Here. Here. Here.
Never. But never dash into the speedway and push through the speedway if enemies have the killjoy in their team. Right now, you got a bit lucky that the killjoy died at the moment of time when you were actually pushing through this position. Otherwise, you know, when you're executing, okay, you're executing the B side of Ascent. You have 3 routes and 4 ways of pushing the site. So, in some eco and hull by rounds, when you have a shotgun, so shorty, judge, stinger, for an example, you can go into your omen smoke and try to kill the enemies in the market fast. Now, in full by rounds and hull by rounds, you have 3 options. First option, dashing there, going for the switch, clearing that angle, clearing this angle, fighting the enemies. When you're dashing for the switch, always do this type of a flick. So do this. Clear that enemy there, go activate the switch, clear that angle, fight with your teammates. Now, second execute. Using a smoke here, if you don't have a smoke for the choke point, updraft, dash, bam, killing that guy, this guy, fighting for the stairs, fighting that, focusing on the enemy that is at the back of the site. Third execute. dashing onto the stairs there. Bam. Bam. With this type of a flick to clear those angles. If the enemies are here, you should peek before your smoke depletes. Kill that guy, that guy, that guy. Pressure the enemy into the stairs and take this control. So basically, with the Jett, you want to fight for a kill potential in garage. You want to fight for the control of the switch and the boathouse, control for the stairs, and for control of the front of the B site and the stairs right here. So these are the 3 things that are your primary focus when you're playing Jett and when you're pushing into the B site. Everything else is absolutely stupid. Charlatan, love it so much. Because of you, I got so much better, but I'm still hard stuck in Diamond 1. You got a sub on my Discord server. Some of the secret coaching rooms have been unlocked for you. So, you know, feel free to share with me, you know, your experience, to share with me your story, to share with me your clips in ranked solo queue, and I'll try to help you as best as I can.
One down.
Oh, thank
My
you.
ult's ready.
You know, never be focused on closing the doors of the market. Like, if your teammates are pushing you to the site, and there is still a potential that maybe 1 or 2 enemies are there, just push the site, you know? Like, it is very stupid for you to lose a life here, when your teammates already, you know, clear the front of the site and they pushed into the site.
1 enemy remaining.
And literally, as I was speaking about that, you know, like, you know, closing these doors is not important when your teammates already have the site control. Then don't lose your life for, you know, closing the doors of the market. Like, what the fuck? Okay.
Wall raised.
Planted.
Knife deployed! Here? What here? I don't know. Like, these guys are trolling with the flashes, man. Like, this is not a diamond lobby, man. This is like silver.
They were not.
Okay. Are we pushing the A side finally? Okay, guys, you need to realize that crossing this smoke here is not a problem when you're playing Jett. Like tell your teammates to go fast. Even like, just tell your teammates, hey guys, Omen is gonna do a one-way smoke, cross through my smoke. Like, just do this, and let's go. Let's pick that Omen. Ba, ba, booey, ba, ba, booey. Probably he will try to penetrate you. Wait for him to, you know, do like 5 or 6 bullets and then peek.
Oh my god.
And when you're getting up in this smoke, try not to make so much footsteps. Because right now, if I was the enemy Omen, I would definitely, you know, try to penetrate your asshole up on this position.
Oh god.
So, okay, nice try. It's okay to do something like this, like.
Reloading.
Go rotate, go rotate.
Cancel.
I'll keep backing.
That was the NT, to be honest.
Blocking sight.
Face your fear.
The only thing is, like, you know, he still doesn't have a properly built economy for himself, and that is the only reason why I would not have used the ultimate in this round, unless I really need to. I mean, he has a Vandal, Heavy Shield, all of his utility, like, you know, I would have saved the ultimate maybe for the next round if I lose this round.
Spike down A. Last player standing.
Oh shit,
I don't know, like you know, if your economy is already not so good, and maybe if you lose that specific round, in the next round you're gonna play an eco round or a half buy round, save your ultimate. It's better, so you have the full buy weapon in the next round, basically. Like, I mean, ultimate is same as you having a operator with yourself, basically. And this was a nice try, like, just, you know.
Sky heaven.
Reloading. Face your fear.
Yeah.
Because Sage has enough money, so we have.
I mean, this A push didn't work, not because enemies were good, but just because enemies, like, you know, were a bit lucky, to be honest, to take the kills on his teammates in the smoke, and also, like, we should have pushed S5 together. Like, that was the problem, through the main area of the map. Guys, when you're playing on the attacker side, also pay attention on the enemy's ultimate status and their available ultimate abilities. I mean, when the enemies have a Killjoy ultimate on a defender side of Ascent, if you're planning to finish on A, you always need to fight for the A short area of the map. But always, in order to properly destroy that ultimate. If you want to play a pulse play. I would never in my life waste my dash ability to pick this angle. If you want to pick this, you need to pick it with grab yourself by the balls and just go for a swing. Like, wasting the dash here, really bad.
Flash.
This is the moment of time when I would have actually activated the dash ability. When I was moving through this choke point here, because now I'm gonna be in a fucked up situation where, you know, enemies can be there, CT, market, and I'm gonna be exposed from millions of angles.
No charges left.
Oh, behind.
Spike down mid.
Spike retrieved.
Nice peek.
Nice.
Okie dokie kill. That was okie dokie kill on Reyna, but I still feel that our dude, THC Pre, KJ Mado, like on Discord, like he's just not fully aware of his crosshair placement, his overall positioning, and his minimap awareness is very poor. So I'm gonna give you, you know, as I said, like, he's gonna get a routine for all of these problems.
Go away, kill this setup.
Our spike carrier is killed.
And actually, that call out to go A was a really good call out. Like in this round, even now, I would just go back to A. So what can we do in this example? We know that Killjoy is on B, that Omen is on CT. I would have dashed into the B main, and I would have just told my Omen, let's run all the way through the T-spawn onto the A side and pick up the spike with the Omen ultimate.
Spike down mid.
Or what they can do is fight the Killjoy on the bomb site, kill the Killjoy on the bomb site, and that's it. But now, this Omen ultimate looks very sus, to be honest. I don't know where the enemy Omen teleported in this situation. Maybe he stopped mid. Maybe he stopped mid. I don't know. In this round, just push B, kill the Killjoy, and let the Omen, like, pick up the spike.
Who killed you, Chamber? Omen or Killjoy?
Let's think. Let's use our brain. Let's go on the B side. Come on, let's go. Push! No! If the Omen dies, round is over.
Last player standing.
Round is over. GG Ronnie, bro.
30 seconds left.
Nah, man. Like, you need to have, like, this is why game knowledge is so important in Valorant. Like, and you know, I always tell to the players that I'm coaching. Yes, I'm going to coach you, and I'm going to make you master completely 1, 2, or 3 agents through that 1-month coaching program. But even though I am covering the knowledge on that specific agent, like, I don't know, like, you know, a player wants to learn, you know, how to play Killjoy, how to play Sova on every single map, and, you know, how to improve on those agents. I am still coaching the players and trying to expand their game knowledge on other agents as well, so that you always understand what you can utilize in your team, what is your win potential in that specific round, how you can higher up your chances of winning the rounds in Valorant. Like here, if you know that only Killjoy is on the site, let's push that Killjoy before the enemy Omen rotates and helps that Killjoy out. Let's kill the Killjoy, pick up the spike with the Omen ultimate, and that's it. Simple as that.
Execute.
Like
I would have immediately thought about that, like, as soon as I lost the spike in the market and as soon as I ended up with my Omen in this area of the map.
bottom and we all
Here.
push like the slow.
The hunt begins.
Oh, slow peeking this angle before that smoke depletes there, deploys. Not really the best thing ever. Wait for the smoke and then peek, because right now, I mean, one enemy with an operator could have been holding you there. Is it better to grind Valorant unrated or deathmatch to get better in Valorant as a beginner? Unrated. Unrated. I mean, Valorant is more the game where ability usage, game knowledge, game decisions, team play, adaptiveness are far more important than your raw mechanical skill. So I would say like I would say easily like unrated.
Here.
One huge problem that you have with the dash ability. You're really wasting the dash ability on both attackers and defenders side. Pay attention on when and how you're using your dash ability. Like here, once again, I will not use the dash ability. Why? Because my teammates are playing with me and we are pushing together through this area of the map. And also, where the fuck are you gonna dash? I mean, like, you know, I'm gonna activate the dash ability if I'm peeking around some corner, if I'm pushing some angle, like, why would I activate my dash here? I need to save my dash ability to actually pressure the enemies through the choke points and to get into the face of the enemies in short, in garden, etc, etc.
Here.
Oh, we need to push now. They know our plan. Push, 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 push. Oh, nice smoke to cross there.
Oh, so close.
Reloading.
I mean, nice smoke. That smoke could have been better, but the idea is good.
I'll go
I've
for the
got your trail.
I've got your trails.
Oh,
Spike down.
Woohoo! Bro, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad.
I'll go
I've
for the
got your trail.
I mean, in this round, if your teammates actually destroyed all of these cabbages coming in your face, you could have actually protected them from the tower and killed the kill that Omen on the rafters position. Like this is something that all of you guys can learn a bit better. Like you know, destroy the enemy's ultimates, destroy the flashes, destroy the recon darts. Like if you don't do that, maybe no one is gonna do that. Like, help your teammates out. Like this is a team play game. You're not a one-man army. When peeking this top mid area of the map, like, I don't know, like, both you and your teammates are swinging this like a maniacs.
Reloading.
Like, you cannot swing the top mid like that. Like, you need to jump spot the enemies, you need to be a bit more methodical, slower, like, you know, go for the bababui, now peek. Or maybe, before the round starts, do the updrift, and then peek the enemies from here, like, enemy can be with the op there. Just like you did. Just like you did. Once again, activating the dash ability way too early. And now we don't have a dash ability to actually execute the short.
Blocking sight. Reloading.
You see how useful the dash ability could have been right now. Like, basically, right now, if I was pushing through the short, how would I do this type of a push? So, we're going changa, changa, changa. Changa, langa, langa, banga. Clearing that, this there. Clearing this off angle, clearing there, jumping here, clearing that. Activating the dash ability. Using a smoke there, dashing all the way here, killing that guy, doing a smoke here to cover my as from the main, entering the site, taking the generator. Like, I need to have the dash ability to, you know, pressure the enemies. Okay, this woman is in the A main, actually. Very good information there. Very good communication. I mean, generally, if you're pushing the A site of Ascent or the B site of Ascent, always be aware and always clear the main areas. Like, one enemy can easily be here, one enemy can easily be there, like, and we need to pay attention on that. Once again, the pathing completely fuck him up. Like, I don't know why you like to move so much in an open areas of the maps. Like, you know, like if I'm pushing through the short into the A side, fuck it, man. Like, you know, I'm always pushing through here, isolating that fight, isolating that guy, clearing under. Like, why would I go like this?
You have to take.
This is hell of a risky, man. This was hell of a risky. Like, I would have, if I already know that enemy Omen loves to do a smoke here, I would have smoked across and just peek out from my smoke. This was really risky shit.
Nailed them. My ult's ready.
Oh, watch out close.
And that dash was also, like, fucked up, to be honest. I mean, I know that you wanted to, you know, reveal that Reyna for your teammates and to be useful, but I would have, you know, if I need to dash somewhere without the smoke, I will always choose an area of the map where basically I'm the safest. You know, where I actually don't need to worry about so many different angles from which enemies can kill me. So I'm gonna dash there. Because once I end up on this position, I can easily fight the enemies on the site, fight the enemies there, fight this guy here, there, push into the site, etc, etc. If I need to dash into the B site without the smokes, like, it's always going to be dashing. I mean, on B side you can even do, you know, this without the smokes. You can also dash like towards the stairs without the smokes, and from this position try to fight the enemies. Like, it's okay. But on the A side,
Oh, watch out close.
dashing in the middle of nowhere without any information whether or not enemies can be below the site, on the rafters, on the site, close left and right. Yikes. Yikes, bro. Okay. I mean, overall, I think we covered quite a lot in this VOD review. Like, for these 2 hours, we covered, like, quite a lot of different executes and things that this guy could do a bit better in his gameplay. After this VOD review, I'm going to share with you the training example that I want you to do for the next 2 months to fix your map awareness, to fix your game awareness, to fix your, like, reaction time, to allow you to hold these narrow angles a bit better, a bit tighter, and basically, like, you know, when it comes to your Jett gameplay, on the defender side, you need to adapt to the enemies a bit faster. You need to learn how to hold different positions a bit better, with better crosshair placement, better angle holding. You get the point. You cannot waste your smokes and utility left and right like you are doing it. And generally speaking, when it comes to your dash ability, like, you need to, you know, try to save it for actually pushing through the choke points and pressuring the enemies onto the bomb site and onto meaningful areas of the maps for your team. Overall, not bad. Overall, not bad. That's it for this VOD review, guys. If you want to get coached by me, make sure to join my Discord server. If you want to get a chance to get a free VOD review, also on my Discord server, from 21st of May, I'm gonna start doing a free VOD reviews again. The giveaways for the VOD review. I owe you guys 17 free VOD reviews, which is quite a lot. Okay, that's it for the VOD review. Okay, stop recording and bye-bye.